Hello there, what's happening guys? Right now I'm in the US. I'm currently on a vacation, but still thought of doing a video for you guys of my ride, which is the Dodge Charger out here in California. So let's get things warmed up. Let's get in the car and prepare it for a cold start. Oops, on the left. Okay, this is the 2016 Dodge Charger. Let's give it a cold start. So here I am driving one of the most iconic muscle cars in the US market today, the Dodge Charger. And I am driving this on one of the most scenic countryside roads in California. Well, this is as American as it gets. So what I'm going to do is drop a gear and put it in manual mode and let's see how it is. So yeah, as we know, that Dodge Charger was one of the most iconic muscle cars in the US, and well, iconic because when it was introduced in the mid 1960s, that time it was a fastback two-door version, and what we are driving here is the 6th generation 2016 model, and now it is turned into a four-door sedan. Well, not many people had appreciated this move back in 2006. When the four-door Charger had been introduced. But what Dodge has done, they've created a practical four-door muscle car. So guys, yeah, I've been driving the Charger since yesterday now, and it's been around 250 miles I've driven the car. First things first, I'll be very honest, this is a properly large sedan, and but when you sit inside, it feels compact, and especially the rear seat. I don't see much space at the rear seat. I don't know how Dodge have engineered this car. It looks so large on the outside, but there's barely any space at the back, and it is really surprising. And also the boot space is pretty average. They call it full-size car out here, but I still feel there is a lot of wastage of space in the Charger, and that is the cabin size. Front passengers and the driver will be okay. Yes, it's a large car and all, but this is like, because it's a muscle car, it should be tight on space. It should be low on visibility. Yeah, because of the angle at which the windscreen is placed, it looks a bit like as if the visibility is low. But it's not as bad. I was driving the Camaro a few years ago in around Las Vegas area. So that felt a lot difficult to drive because of the poor visibility. This is not as bad as the Camaro, but it is still livable. So hey, it's supposed to be that practical family muscle car, right? So, and 4 doors. Let's not forget the 4 doors. So yes, more about the engine. What we have is the regular. Well, by regular I mean this is not the RT version, or obviously not the Hellcat, because it would have gotten too loud inside. What this is the 3.6 liter 6-cylinder 300 horsepower unit. They call it a Pentastar, and this is supposed to be, as they say, economical version of the Charger, but this is still good. This is still very much muscle car-ish. The tone might be slightly muted for a muscle car, but it's still audible. And let me just probably downshift a few gears. I don't know whether you'll be able to hear it. So yeah, well, the seatbelt just got tightened. Again, what I was saying was, this is still not the full-blown V8. but it's still good. It's still fast. And to quantify it, it's a 0 to 100 kilometers per hour sprint could be done in the mid 6-second range, which is fairly quick for the weight. But overall, the handling is pretty good while you're cruising, while you're in the countryside. It is really good. And another good thing is the ride quality. The credit goes to the large wheels and tires. They're running on 18s, and this tire size I checked was 235/55 R18. So for 18-inch wheels, 235/55 profile. 55 profile is decently thick, so that probably gives that cushiony ride, and I like it. So yes, we've been continuously doing around 70-75 miles an hour, and let me tell you that the charger is returning me approximately 30 miles to the gallon, though this is supposed to be the most economical charger with a lot, but definitely fuel economy was and will never be the Dodge Charger's strong point. By the time we entered the City of Angels, it was late in the evening. I had the charger with me for another couple of days. That was good enough for me to conclude on my driving impressions. So alright guys, it's time for me to return the charger now. It's time to summarize things a bit on the charger. But do remember, this is not a review, but more like a driving log. So here goes. Alright guys, firstly what I like. Firstly, the looks. It really looks and feels like a muscle car. And that is one of the really good positives for the charger. Secondly, the comfort and the ride quality. As I mentioned earlier, it's really flat and comfortable on long journeys, and you will never feel unsafe in this charger. Secondly, the engine and this 8-speed transmission combination, they work really well for the charger. And surprisingly, this is again a ZF gearbox, and which I came to know later on when I was just looking up on the net that what gearbox is it, and well, I got to know this is a ZF. So again, yes, the ZF has become like the staple 8-speeder in the auto segment now. And so yeah, this engine gearbox combination helps the car to always stay on the boil when you need it to. So yeah, these are the positives what I like on the charger. Okay, now coming to the negatives. What I don't like, the visibility, especially the rear visibility when I'm backing up the car. And sadly, this car doesn't have rear parking sensors also, which is a really big downer. Next up is the cabin space. Well, the front passenger and the driver are okay, but the rear passengers, I don't think so. They'll be fine, because they'll be just fine, I think. But being a full-size car, it is short on legroom, and it is really surprising because I had always seen the charger but never sat in it, and now having spent good time with the charger, I feel there's a lot of wastage of space going on. But all in all, at this price point in the US, just around $30,000, it seems great value comparing to the Germans. And definitely, if these were available in India, I would have bought and opted for the Hellcat version, not this though. The Hellcat version over an boring M5 or an RS7 any day, undercutting the Germans by a good margin. So that would be, the Hellcat would be my pick if it were a right-hand drive version available in India. Fine, to conclude things, I really believe the Charger truly combines style, performance and practicality with the 4 doors while paying tribute to the original muscle car heritage. Alright guys, right now I'm dropping off the Charger, and for the next leg of the road trip we have something special lined up, and that is oh yes, this is the 2016 Ford Mustang. Back in 2009, when there was an economic downfall, Ford engineers had started designing the all-new Mustang. There were almost 2,000 parts which had to be redesigned from scratch. Well, any company can make a good-looking sports car, but to make a good-looking sports car at this price point, that is where Ford shines. It now is designed in a way to be the best ambassador possible for what a muscle car should look like. Alright guys, we're going to start our second leg of the road trip, and This road trip is going to begin from the beautiful city of LA, as you can see in the backdrop. And we're going to be doing it in the 2016 Ford Mustang convertible. Here it is. So let's hit the road. Alright guys, we've hit the road and now we are en route Vegas. So we are going to do this journey via Route 66, which is supposed to be quite an historic scenic route. When it comes to scenic, I think the only scenery is the desert around and nothing else. So I've done that route a few years back. Right now I'm doing this in the 2016 Ford Mustang. So I'll keep you updated once we approach that area, and I'll tell you more about the car also. So yes, finally guys, we've entered the Death Valley Drive, and the Mustang has behaved pretty good. To be honest, it is feeling slightly quicker than the 6-cylindered Charger which we were driving some time back, probably because this is lighter. Again, this is not GT, you know how hard it is to find 8-cylinder rental. So yeah, well, this is not the EcoBoost also. This is the 6-cylinder 3-liter version. Ride quality, I felt the Charger was slightly better, but this has gotten better when we are having some luggage in it, and much more improved other than when we were traveling alone. We are in the middle of Death Valley Drive, and as you can see, it's like in the middle of nowhere. Other than my wife, no one else is here. So yeah, what I was saying was Death Valley is considered to be the driest and the hottest place in North America, and well, it's close to 34 degrees Celsius here. Back in LA it was around 16 to 17 degrees Celsius. Anyway, I'm just going to head back to the driving, and I'll keep you guys updated. Though we reached Vegas in the early afternoon, but definitely Vegas truly comes to life only at night. Let's go. It's time for me to conclude things on the Mustang, as right now I'm going to be returning the car at the Las Vegas airport because I have a flight to Miami. The Mustangs have always been known to be lacking in performance compared to the European rivals, and not even performance, also the quality levels have been much of a complaint when it comes to the Ford Mustang. So overall, what I like about the Mustang, now I'm going to speak only about the car which I drove, which is the V6. So yeah, firstly, the engine sound for a V6 is not that bad at all, and compared to the Charger which we drove some time back, that was not sounding as good as this Mustang. Both are 6 cylinders, remember that. Probably this is having a much performance oriented exhaust note, so that is also probably making it sound slightly better than the Charger what we drove. Secondly, what I like, the Mustang can actually handle now. The previous Mustangs were not friendly when you wanted to actually drive fast into the corners and all, but this one can properly act like a sports car. Another good thing about the Mustang is that everyone likes it. It's a very popular car here in America, and it will be a very popular car in India when it is going to launch later this year. And thankfully India is going to get only the GT version. So now the things I don't like about this Mustang is this has gotten heavier. and that is supposed to be not a good thing, because whenever the new generations come in, they slightly lose on the weight. So this is something which is different, so that is a negative. Secondly, though I've said about the performance, it's good, it feels good, but it's like you feel you're going fast, but actually you're not, which is again a surprising thing, being a 300 horsepower V6 muscle car. This is just very ordinary performance. The real performance of the Mustang starts from the V8. The second best engine option is the 2.3 liter EcoBoost, which is faster than this V6, and that is a 4-banger, to remember that. Anyway, it has been really fun doing this video for you guys, and I really appreciate your time, and thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned as we are having some more videos lined up, the video reviews now, which are lined up once I'm back, and till then, stay tuned, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching again. Bye.